These are skills you don't even think about because they're so easy. They come natural to you that people will pay for. Let me tell you something that most people don't realize. You are not stuck because you don't have the skills. You're stuck because no one has showed you how to see your skills as valuable. So today we are breaking that belief because there are skills that you already have that people are already paying for. Not influencers, not experts, regular people who decided to stop doubting themselves. So if you have ever said, I don't have any skills, I am not qualified, I have nothing great or special to offer, this video is for you. Okay, so here is why most people think they have nothing to offer or they don't have skills that are valuable, because you've been trained to think that you need to get a certificate or you need to go to school for it, or someone gave you permission. But honestly, the market doesn't care about that. The market cares if you are results driven. Are you able to get the results? Are you solution oriented? Can you help the person save time? Is it simple? Is it a time relief? Is it something that they can receive an outcome of? Your job taught you skills. Even if you hate your job, believe me, your job taught you skills. This is why they hired you in the first place. Writing emails, managing emails, organizing information, training new employees, customer service, that's a big one, problem solving, project management, communication, and the list goes on. Now, here are the things that people pay for. They pay for templates, systems, guides, training, support. Now, they turn those things into digital products. They turn those job experiences into freelancing, consulting, etc. Okay, so here are skills that you don't even think about because they feel easy for you. But remember, what feels easy for you is hard for someone else. First, you're going to ask yourself this. You want to gain clarity on what direction you're going to, on where you're going, the type of skill you want to start monetizing, etc. You got to start with clarity. And these are the 3 questions that I use for my students and use for myself that has worked. And I believe it can help you too. Number 1, what do people ask me for help with? It could be anything. Another question, what do I explain over and over? People are coming up to you for a reason. You're already signaling to them that you are the go-to GOAT, okay? For a reason, for a specific thing that they need help with. Lastly, definitely not least though, is to ask yourself, what comes easy for me but is hard for someone else? Now, here are some examples. It could be encouraging others to lose weight, encouraging someone to go back to school. That is a sign. If you have graduated a program and they're constantly asking you for help regarding that program, how you pass, etc., look into that. Other examples would be writing, planning, teaching, listening, even creating content. This is how I was able to monetize my skills and turned my content into paying clients. Just because it's easy or just because it comes natural to you doesn't mean that it's worthless. It actually means that you're good at it. So don't sleep on yourself just because it comes easy for you. So this is a big one. Your struggle taught you something. So for example, I always have examples. Examples would be healing from burnout, managing your anxiety, losing weight, getting out of debt, passing a tough exam. The examples are endless. People will pay to shorten their learning curve. Don't underestimate what you have gone through, okay? Because there is someone out there that are going through this same struggle, if not a similar struggle, and they need to know that there is an outlet, that there is a transformation, there is an outcome, there is a way out of their situation, and you happen to be that person. Your pain becomes your product. And when you package that, that is your lesson. And that is the next step. It is how you're going to monetize your skills. Now we're going to talk about packaging that skill, that pain, that experience, your story. Because with that experience, that story, that trauma, that pain, you turn that into a guide, a template, a tutoring session, a workshop, etc. Once you package that, then you know that you have a great offer in hand because you know there is someone out there that needs your solution. But it doesn't stop there. You need clarity. No, you don't need a large audience. You don't need a fancy website. You don't need to worry about the branding or the logos. You do need to know who you're speaking to and the problem that you solve and how your product helps them. Why? Because this ties in with the content you need in order for you to be visible, in order for you and your product to exist pretty much on social media, because that is the foundation you need so that your content, let me see, I'm trying to break it down to where it is digestible so you can understand. When you are, let's say you have no idea who you're speaking to, you're going to go in circles. You probably don't have a good product in mind, therefore you're not making any sales. But once you identify who it is you're speaking to, the problem that you're solving, and you have that product in mind, knowing that this is their solution, your content will evolve around that. When your content is landing, when your content speaks to their pain point, their struggle, they are currently looking for that solution. When they are actively searching for your product, your content becomes relevant on their FYP. It becomes noticeable, seen on their feed. You become the main attraction. Again, in order for you to create content that connects, content that converts, you want to speak to the problem. Not only the problem, but you really want to highlight why your product is the solution to their problem, hence why you're speaking to the problem. So your content should answer the problem that you solve, who it's for, and how it helps them. If you're sitting on skills, but you don't know how to turn them into income, you don't need more motivation. You actually need clarity. And that's what the business clarity bundle will help you. It'll help you identify your sellable skills. Grab it using the link in the description. Your 9 to 5 did not trap you. It actually trained you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Grab it in the link in the description. Your 9 to 5 did not trap you. It actually trained you. Like, subscribe, and comment skills if this helps you.